Imagine this. You are standing in the dead center of the Arctic. The temperature? FAR below freezing. The wind doesn't just blow, it cuts through your clothes like a serrated knife. You haven't had a real meal in days. Your body is fading. Your hands are useless. Numb blocks of ice. For you, survival isn't a plan anymore, it's a countdown. Then, through the white haze, you see it? A polar bear, one of the most lethal predators on the planet. 500 kilograms of pure muscle and fat. And somehow, against every law of nature and every odd stacked against you, you kill it. In that moment, your logic screams one thing: survival. The meat is food, the hide is warmth. In a wasteland like this, that carcass is a winning lottery ticket. But then, the local Inuit guides step forward. They look at the kill, they look you dead in the eye, and they say something that sounds like total madness. Eat the meat. But burn the liver? Not save it for later, not cook it well, burn it, destroy it. This isn't a suggestion, it's a rule. A law written in blood and learned the hard way over 1,000 years. Because in the Arctic, there is one part of that bear that will kill you faster than the cold and faster than starvation. It isn't the claws, it isn't the teeth, it's the one thing we've always been taught is the most nutritious, life-giving part of the entire hunt. At first, nothing feels wrong. The explorers eat the liver. It tastes rich, fatty, exactly what a starving body craves. For a few hours, they feel stronger. That's the lie. Then, it begins. A strange drowsiness sets in. Not sleep, but a heavy fog pressing down on the brain. Soon after, the headaches arrive. Not normal headaches. These feel like the skull itself is too small for the brain inside it, as if pressure is building with nowhere to escape. Then the pain spreads. Bones begin to ACHE. Deep, sharp, as if the skeleton is being twisted from the inside. Joints swell. Movement becomes slow, clumsy. The body is starting to fall apart. But the worst symptom hasn't appeared yet. It comes quietly. The skin starts to feel tight. The tight skin. Hands first, then feet, and then something horrifying happens. The skin doesn't peel in flakes, not like a sunburn. It separates in entire sheets. From the palms, from the soles of the feet, layers of skin detach as if the body is shedding itself. This is not decay. This is not infection. This is the body being chemically torn apart. Doctors have a name for this: hypervitaminosis A. A condition so rare, most people never imagined it could exist. And yet here it is, caused not by poison, not by bacteria, but by a vitamin. This is the meat that tears you apart. A slow, agonizing collapse where the body's own systems begin to malfunction. The immune system panics. Cells stop behaving normally. Tissues lose their ability to hold together. In extreme cases, hallucinations begin. Confusion, delirium. Men who were explorers hours ago can no longer recognize their own hands as the skin slips away from them. And many never recover. Not from cold, not from hunger, but from a nutrient so powerful, it becomes lethal. So what kind of vitamin does this? So what is this poison really made of? It's not venom, it's not a parasite, it's not some ancient Arctic bacteria frozen in time. It is something you and I consume every single day. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for human life. It's the architect of your vision, it's the general of your immune system, it's the maintenance crew for your skin and organs. Without it, you die. But with too much of it, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a biohazard. Here is the paradox. The same molecule that keeps you alive is the same molecule that will erase you. Because vitamin A is fat soluble, your body doesn't just flush it out like vitamin C. It doesn't exit through your system. It stays, it hides, it builds up in your fat. It embeds itself in your tissues, and most of all, it accumulates in your liver. Think of the human liver like a CUP. It can safely hold a small, steady stream of vitamin A. That's normal biology, that's health. But a polar bear's liver? It is not a cup. It's a fire hose. A single 500-gram portion of polar bear liver contains enough vitamin A to execute over 50 grown men. Not sicken them, not injure them, kill them. This is why scientists describe it as a form of biological radiation. Not radiation that burns you from the outside, but radiation that demolishes your cells from within. It destabilizes your membranes. It disrupts your cell division. It literally breaks down the structure of your tissues. Your body isn't being attacked by a foreign enemy. It's being overloaded. Imagine touching a nuclear reactor core. It's not evil. It's not malicious. It's just too powerful for human biology to survive. The polar bear liver is the exact same thing. It's a chemical reactor running at a temperature the human body was never designed to handle. To the bear, this is normal. To us, it's lethal. And this is the true horror. The bear isn't poisonous. There is no evolutionary trap, no biological weapon, no venom gland. There is only concentration. There is only accumulation. There is only chemistry. This is not a predator that kills you with its teeth. It's a nutrient that kills you with its strength. A survival resource turned into a death sentence. A vitamin turned into a weapon. Why does the bear have so much of it? So why? Why does one animal carry a dose of vitamin A so concentrated it can kill dozens of humans? The answer isn't a mutation, it's BIU accumulation. The bear didn't create this poison, it collected it. It all starts at the bottom of the Arctic food chain. Microscopic algae absorb nutrients from the sea. Small fish eat the algae. Bigger fish eat the small fish. Seals eat those fish. And finally, the polar bear eats the seals. This isn't just a food chain, it is a biological funnel. At every step, fat-soluble substances are not flushed out. They are stored. Vitamin A doesn't wash away, it only moves upward. With every kill, it becomes more compressed, more intense. By the time it reaches the bear, that vitamin A has passed through hundreds of thousands of meals. It is decades of concentration crushed into a single organ, the liver. Think of the polar bear as the Arctic's ultimate filter. It filters the entire ecosystem through its own veins. For the bear, this is normal. Its physiology is a reinforced tank. But humans, we aren't built for that pressure. To us, that liver is a chemical time capsule. This is why cooking doesn't help. Boiling, roasting, or freezing won't save you. Heat does not destroy vitamin A. You aren't killing a toxin, you are releasing one. The Inuit knew the rule: eat the meat, burn the liver. The horror isn't that the Arctic hides poison. The horror is that nature does not warn you. The liver looks rich. It looks like the ultimate prize. But it carries the invisible weight of an entire food web. That is the price of being at the top. You absorb everything below you. Even the animals that pulled human sleds carried the same silent threat. The danger doesn't end with polar bears. Because once you understand why their liver is lethal, you realize something far more unsettling. This poison exists all across the Arctic food chain. In the early 20th century, explorers learned this the hard way. When supplies ran out, they did what survival demanded. They slaughtered their own sled dogs. Huskies. Loyal animals. Pure muscle. Pure meat. But some men didn't stop at the meat. They ate the liver. Within days, the same symptoms appeared. Crushing headaches, hallucinations, skin peeling from hands and feet. Men reported madness, confusion, an overwhelming sense that their bodies were coming apart from the inside. Not because the food was rotten, not because it was contaminated, but because it was too nutritious. Seal liver can be dangerous. Dog liver can be deadly. And polar bear liver is the final boss. This is the dark side of bioaccumulation, the moment when nature's efficiency turns hostile to humans. In the Arctic, fat-soluble compounds don't pass through the body easily. They stack, they wait, they concentrate. And when humans step into that system without understanding it, the consequences are brutal. Indigenous Arctic cultures knew this for centuries. They passed the rule down as law, not superstition. Eat the meat, burn the liver. Because in a land where nothing goes to waste, there is one exception. The meat that tears you apart, and it serves as a reminder that at the top of the food chain, survival doesn't just mean killing. Sometimes survival means knowing what not to eat.